So 2K has finally dropped a teaser trailer for WWE 2K22, so that means the hype season is about to start. Now, don't get me wrong, 2K has not exactly earned our trust, so I'm just a little more hyped that we have a game coming out. I just need something new to record. But today I'm going to be giving you my WWE 2K22 wish list. It has about 6 major things on it, but in those 6 major things, I have a lot of bullet points. So this is going to be a somewhat longer video. And this is also a wish list. I by no means expect any of this to be in WWE 2K22. If it is, that's cool. But this is just more of what I would want to see in the next game. And I also have bullet points written down. So if I look at my phone, that's what I'm looking at. If you guys do go on to enjoy this video, remember to subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free, and you could always change your mind later. We're on the road to 400,000 subscribers. Become a Spartan today. Now let's get into the wish list. Now, some of these wishes you may have heard before, some of them you may not, but I'm just gonna be expressing what I would want to see in the game. So the first thing I would like to see in the game is more creative online stuff to do. Like, obviously you want to keep your traditional like 1v1s or triple threat matches. That way people can get their fix. But me personally, I'd like to see maybe something like prop hunt come to the WWE games. And I think it could be somewhat easy to do. Some of the areas you could have is the backstage area. You could become like a pencil or something back there. I don't know. You could also have an area that's the Firefly Funhouse. You could become Ramblin' Rabbit or whatever you want to be in that funhouse. Then you could also even go to the concession. So, you know, right before you're about to make your way to sit down in the arena, right over there where you can get food and stuff where the bathroom is. I think that could be cool. The hiders could have about 1 to 2 minutes to go and hide, and the seekers could have like 5 minutes to go and find them. Now, I don't know what you would really call this next thing I was thinking of, but create off. Maybe you could have a lobby of like 10 people. 2 people are competing. They have 2 minutes to make the best championship, and the people that are not making the championship can vote on it. And I just think something a little more simple but more fun and creative in the online space could really make the scene blow up a little bit more. Because really, I don't think people who play 2K care for the competitive aspect of a wrestling match. To me, if I hopped online, I kind of just want to do something fun with friends. Now, the next thing I have is custom match type freedom, and this is what I wrote down. I'm just gonna read it straight off the phone. 2K limits us on what kind of match types that we can make, but I feel like that's a little bit outdated. With WWE 2K22 most likely coming out on next-gen consoles, I think 2K should make custom matches more of like a sandbox type feel. So, you know, Minecraft has creative mode, and you can really do whatever you want in Minecraft. Or like Fortnite creative mode. They give you the tools to basically make almost anything you can think of, and I think that's how custom matches should be. Right now, custom matches is almost kind of just like tweaking certain things and making it a little bit different. So say, for example, you do a Royal Rumble on 2K20 right now. You hop in, you can change the match intervals to maybe, instead of it being 30 seconds, you can change it to 120 seconds. So you're really just tweaking small things in the match itself. I think it could be cool if you could add pinfalls in a Royal Rumble. Would that be weird? Yes. Would that kind of defeat the purpose of a Royal Rumble? Yes, but it would be fun and interesting to do maybe one time. Or maybe content creators can use that on videos or whatever. Maybe you can challenge your friends to not get pinned in a Royal Rumble. I don't know, just silly stuff like that. Doing whatever you want with custom matches could really make the game last a long time. Now, my third wish is to get rid of showcase mode. The majority of people who play showcase mode play it once and never play it again. It has no replay value, and I think that 2K could really put their resources to something that could last at least 3 months, at least. Imagine taking out showcase mode and throwing in story designer. That would make the game last for probably the whole lifespan of the game. So the next thing I have on my wish list is some universe mode changes, and I have a lot of stuff in here, so I'm literally just gonna read it off my phone. I would love it if multiple people were able to interrupt you during a promo. So, you know, on Monday Night Raw, you'll have one person start the show. This is back in like 2015. You know how they used to do. One person comes out, they talk for maybe 5 to 6, 7 minutes, right? And then they get interrupted by one person. They make their statement, another person comes out, makes their statement, another person comes out, and now we have a fatal 4-way match to determine the #1 contender. Stuff like that could be really interesting if it was rare and happened very rarely in universe mode. Now, a lot of people have talked about this next one I'm gonna bring up, but hey, it's on my wish list too. I would love it if when you cut a promo, you have your championship or money in the bank briefcase with you. I don't know why this is not a feature that hasn't been added a long time ago, but what sense does that make if the champion doesn't come out with his championship? Now, this is something I'd really like to see in the future. I would love it if we could see interesting storylines develop through the news section. So imagine in the news section of Universe Mode, you see Randy Orton and Triple H had a backstage brawl, right? And that led to Triple H getting injured. Then when you skip to the next week, you can see that Triple H is out for 1 week because he did something to his arm. Or say in a more intense match like an Elimination Chamber, someone dislocated their shoulder from getting hit by the steel wall or something like that, and they're out for a month. I think just implementing injuries and people being gone and then having the return element is something that's missing from Universe Mode, and I don't think like 2K is really thought about that. Some of the biggest pops of any year in a WWE cycle is when people return. And of course, injuries can happen more frequently in ladder matches, elimination chambers, Royal Rumbles, you know, stuff with bigger stakes on the line. And of course, a draft feature would be nice. Now, the next feature I'd really like to see is freedom with weapons. For the love of God, I really just want to be able to place a table where I want to put it. If I have it in the corner and I don't want it in that spot that they always make you put it in, maybe have a rotate option, maybe have a move a little bit option. I don't know. Like in the old games, you can kind of just pick it up and drop it where you want. Please, for the love of God, I just want to put a table where I want to put a table. Like, say for example, when I put a table in the corner and like it lines up with the top rope, when you Irish whip someone to try and go in the corner, they can't get in between the ropes and the table. They're either gonna hit the ropes early or they're gonna hit the corner of the table, and that is super annoying. And a feature that could be cool, say if you have a chair, I feel like chairs aren't used to their full potential. Maybe you can get a chair, open it up like you're about to sit in it, but put it in the ring. Remember when John Cena did like an AA to Wade Barrett on a bunch of chairs? That'd be really cool to see. Or maybe in a Hell in a Cell, you could do something like what Sasha Banks did and Bailey. I don't remember exactly what they did, but they put like kendo sticks in the cell wall or something like that. Just doing small little features like that can go a long way. I'm about to manipulate the system a little bit. My sixth and final wish is a bunch of small wishes that don't really need much explaining. So for one, I'd like to see the 2K19 control system come back. 2K20 changed for no reason, and I felt like they just changed it to change it. 2K19's control system was perfect. Can we please take out the fake punch? If I'm in the ring and I'm trying to get somebody up just normally, I don't want to pull back the fist and not do anything. That's so stupid. Take that out, please. War games. I don't even need to explain that. Special guest referee, it's so fun. Come on now, 2K, you slipping with that one. Being able to get out of the ring in a Royal Rumble match to grab a weapon or just to get out and be a little could be cool. More creative entrance animations, including title animations and double title animations. I don't think 2K goes too far outside the box with that. I don't think that we need exactly every single person who's actually held a title before. You know, having their entrances in the game is cool, but come up with your own entrances. I don't know, be creative. Only having, you know, what superstars have done is pretty limiting. I don't want to be the next Randy Orton. I want to be the next Brandon Collins. You feel me? I would like to see more unique selling animations. Now, this one I'm going to explain just a little bit. It doesn't need to be for every single move. That would be a lot, and that'd be a lot to ask from 2K. But instead, say, for example, Drew McIntyre hits a Claymore on Cedric Alexander. Maybe there's 2 to 3 different selling animations for that one move. The first animation could be just a normal sell. You get hit with the Claymore, take a back bump, you're done. The second animation, however, could be that backflip sell that Cedric Alexander does. Now, obviously, not everybody would end up doing the backflip sell. I don't see Mark Henry doing a backflip sell, but say if you're 200 pounds and under, you can do that backflip spot. Say, for example, when Randy Orton does an RKO, the first RKO animation is just a regular sell. The second one is when Ricochet went like head first. Just different selling animations for different moves could be really fun and could make the game last a little bit longer, just because you don't really expect what cell you're gonna get, so that makes it a little more interesting. And the last one I wrote, because we could really be here all day with features I want, but I don't want to take too much of your time. The last one I wrote is a multiple attires for wrestlers. I don't know how many times the New Day has changed their gear since 2K20 has come out, but imagine each person gets like 3 different slots. If someone didn't change their attire that much that year, oh well, they get like 1 to 2. But if someone like the New Day changes their gear all the time, I'd like to have like 3 to 4 different attire slots for them. I think WWE 12 used to do it. A lot of the older games used to do it. There'd be like 5 different attires for Randy Orton. It was just changing his colors. I just think that not having a lot of attires on your superstars can make the game feel really outdated really fast. If you look at 2K20, Seth Rollins is wearing like his Beast Slayer attire, and he hasn't worn that in so long. Those were just some of my ideas and wishes that I would like to see in WWE 2K22, or just in the future in general in these wrestling 2K games. Let me know what you guys think. What features would you add to WWE 2K22? And if you guys did enjoy this video, remember to drop a like. Let's see if we can get 5,000 likes. Click one of these 2 videos on screen if you want to keep watching the videos. These are 2 random videos that you could watch, whichever one floats your boat, whichever you like more. Okay, deuces.
Sleeping on me at my feet is where you'll lay, until your head down on your knees like you pray. It's cool, I continue to kick push like Lupe, but if you ain't grinding